Hey there! Welcome to another golden nugget of growth content. Are you ready to learn how to create a full month of content in just under 10 minutes? You'll be amazed by how fast you'll learn to leverage artificial intelligence to create tons of pieces of content for every channel that matters to your brand. Be sure to watch until the end of the video, because we'll be giving away the best prompts and guides to create the most engaging content. Before we jump in, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and switch on notifications. In this video, we'll use a real brand to work on, HypoAir. It's one of our beloved clients at Felix Media. And even though we achieved some great results with paid ads and performance marketing, we still think there's room for improvement on the content side. So let's dive in. Okay, so first of all, we will open up Bard by Google to create some context and a platform, so we can then leverage ChatGPT to create content for our brand. In this case, we are working with HypoAir, one of our beloved clients here at Felix Media. So in order to get some context for this brand, we are going to ask some questions about their products. So let's look at some of the questions we already prepared for Bard. Let's start with, why do people buy air purifiers? We are not doing a deep dive just yet. This is a question to save in Bard. Then I'm going to go with another question. What do some of the biggest advocates for air purifiers or brands say about the benefits of air purifiers and why you should have one? We believe this is a good question so we can understand what other brands or public figures are saying about the product. So we asked Bard instead of ChatGPT because Bard has more updated and the latest information. Now let's move on to the next question. Let's go back and look through our existing questions and make sure everything is looking good. Okay, that looks good. Lastly, we want to ask, what should people know before buying an air purifier? Bard is going to take into consideration the questions that we have already asked and take that into context. Furthermore, once we are done asking our questions, we want to take them over to ChatGPT. Before moving on to the next step, we want to mention if you don't already have an in-depth description of your brand. We are leaving one on the description of this video. It's called the Brand Information Questionnaire. This resource will take you step by step on questions to answer about your brand. So make sure to answer each segment of our questionnaire and answer with as much detail as possible about your brand. Once you have all that information compiled, you want to copy it and paste it onto ChatGPT with this prompt that will summarize your brand. This is what you input. Here's a description of a brand I will make content for. Please create a summary of my brand, and then that's where you insert your answers from the questionnaire to get your summary. We already have our summary for HypoAir, so let's go ahead and continue by copying and pasting our summary into ChatGPT. Then watch the magic happen with the power of AI. We just sit back and wait for ChatGPT to do its thing. ChatGPT will understand that we are talking about our brand. Then it starts to get a little bit more fun because we can start to, in a way, train ChatGPT to further understand our brand by giving more context on the industry. For example, we can go and copy this ChatGPT prompt, and we can start using the information we got from Bard. So let's go back to Bard real quick and copy the answers we got from the start. Then head over to ChatGPT and paste it along with the prompt. Then we want to continue copying and pasting the answers from Bard with a similar prompt that we are using to keep giving ChatGPT more context. No need to use the whole prompt once you're at this point. So now let's give some context about what the biggest advocates said about similar brands and products. Lastly, let's keep prompting to give more context about the brand. Next would be what people should know before buying an air purifier. With that in mind, ChatGPT should be already nurtured with everything we should know about air purifiers to create content about. So next we can take a prompt like this one. Taking this in mind, help me craft a content strategy for HypoAir directed to the following channels: Facebook, Instagram, newsletter, connected to blog. So I'll just go ahead and paste it into ChatGPT. Remember that you'll have this workbook available in the description below. So here we have a lot of ideas, content pillars, and content types for the different channels we set. But we also need content ready for execution. So basically what I'm going to do is prompt this for setting up a tone of voice. In this case, I chose Iron Man aka Robert Downey Jr., and to give a technical but professional tone of voice for the brand. Here is another prompt to further help you create some examples of content for your brand. We will make sure to have this prompt ready for you to copy and paste in the description below. I can see that ChatGPT is coming up with different types of content for the brand, such as a carousel, a single image, the product information post, the benefits of air purifiers, and I can just go and copy this text and put it on an image. I already have a caption right here with some emojis. The only problem is that the carousel has only one slide, so we just need to refine this prompt. For example, type this into ChatGPT. The carousel is just one slide, so please give me at least 4 slides. And boom, you have a full carousel. Now you just need to go and design it slide by slide. So whenever you are in a case that ChatGPT doesn't give you exactly what you were looking for, just keep refining it. And there you have it. With this technique, within minutes, you can create a full month of posts for your brand. The same applies if you want to write a newsletter or a blog. You just need to adjust the prompts for the outcome you want. For example, I made a blog just so you could see how easy it is. Do you want to know how to take this from only text to actual posts? Don't miss out on our next video where we'll use intuitive tools like Canva to create tons of content. Remember, this is just one part of the job. We have the content, but we need to produce that content in images, videos, etc. so we can distribute it. So you can start working on ideas for your content, and be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the next videos that will enhance even more of your skills to manage a brand in a great way. See you in the next one.